Alright, what's going on, guys? Trev back again, here to bring you another video. This one's going to be doing another Q&A video answer segment type of video, answering your guys' questions, as well as kind of giving my thoughts on what could be one of the first major deaths in Fear the Walking Dead. Going to be doing some predictions for the finale, The Good Man. Okay, so I wanted to do this one because people kind of wanted to know right off the bat, who do I think are some of the characters that could be killed off in Fear the Walking Dead? And because it's so early, it's really hard to say, at this point in time, who's going to survive, who's going to make it in the long run, and who's going to be killed off soon. The first thing we should say is the first season is only 6 episodes, so we're still just kind of getting to know our characters, and it would make a lot of sense for them to kind of maybe not give us a huge character death right off the bat, to do more similar to what they did with The Walking Dead, which is to kind of let it boil for a bit and then have one of the major character deaths in the second season, which was a good formula. I felt like worked really well for the original Walking Dead, keeping Shane on for that second season and then killing him off at the end rather than killing him off right at the beginning. But the final episode of Fear the Walking Dead Season 1 is called The Good Man. And the description for it reads, as civil unrest grows and the dead take over, Travis and Madison try to devise ways to protect their families. We also have here, it says, okay, so this is from Sean Gallagher, and he says, hey Trev, Q&A question for Fear the Walking Dead. Do you think that Travis could die in the Season 1 finale? It could be a big emotional death to end the season, and a big reason I ask this is because the season finale is titled The Good Man, so that could mean Travis is the good man who might sacrifice himself for his family. So I talked about that recently too. We were doing the video talking about the names and descriptions. We kind of went into it real quickly and then we, blew through it. But now some people have also asked, Trev, why do you think that Travis could be one of the characters that could be killed off in Fear the Walking Dead? And I don't really have a reason. It's just a hunch. I just kind of think that he would be a character that, okay, so here's the thing, right? You got Kim Dickens, she plays Madison. You've got the kids in that from both sides. You've got Liza in that. So the thing is, out of all those characters, who seems like a survivor that could be lasting for the long run, and who seems like some that may not make it all the way through? In the original Walking Dead, we have a very strong lead male, which is, of course, Rick Grimes. In Fear the Walking Dead, we kind of also have that already, who has a lot of similarities to Rick, which is Travis. Even though he wasn't a cop, he was a teacher. He's still pretty badass. He's not that afraid. He's confused as to what's going on, as anybody would be, as Rick was in the beginning too. But he's pretty tough. He's not afraid to go and check out this place where Nick got high and, this church and find out what's happening. He sees all kinds of blood there. He gets freaked out. But at the same time, he's not running away screaming. He's a pretty tough kind of guy. Smart as well, too. Intellectual, which is useful in a zombie apocalypse, especially for a leader, right? So my thinking was this is like, man, between Kim Dickens, who we, incredible actress, A-list actress, I would say, especially after Gone Girl, easy, and Cliff Curtis as Travis, who seems more likely to be the kind of lead over the seasons? And do we also think that we're going to see that romance continue through with both of them all the way through? Well, we could, but if they follow the same kind of format that the original Walking Dead did, and they want to make it different from the original, then I could definitely see Kim Dickens' character Madison being our kind of main protagonist that's going to survive, and possibly Travis be killed off. That said, at this time, do I think that there's enough to say that Travis will be killed off in the finale and that's what the title The Good Man means? Of course not. I mean, we're episodes out from that. We have a lot to go. We have 4 episodes, 3 episodes to even get there, and then that episode. So I'll do an updated one when we get closer to it. But one season, 6 episodes, is not very much to just kill a character off. But what I am saying is I think in the long term, at least this is kind of the vision that I had for it when, reading all the Q&As and interviews they've done and stuff, talking about how it's going to be quite a bit different from the original, which it is. But I feel like with regards to the surviving characters as well, too, it might be. Also, I think I'm not sure how I would feel about them having this relationship there all the way through. in a zombie apocalypse, there's going to be losses as the start of the onset of the apocalypse comes, and some characters are going to make it, some characters are not. And the best thing about this one is that we really have no idea who is and who isn't. We knew Shane was going to be killed off in the original Walking Dead. We just didn't really know when. We knew Laurie would be killed off eventually if it was going to be the same story. We just didn't know when. With Fear the Walking Dead, we have no idea about anything. So in this video, I'm not necessarily saying that I'm predicting for sure. I have reason to believe that Travis will be killed off in the finale of season 1. The good man could refer to another man there. It could refer to somebody doing the right thing or doing something good. I could see that, and I think it's a good prediction, but I don't think there's enough to say for sure it's going to happen. I'd put it at a low likelihood, maybe 30-40%, something low like that. So I'm expecting for him to survive in the second season because I do think that 6 episodes is not very much at the pacing it's going for them to be killing him off. However, if they did it, it sure would get our attention. So those are kind of my thoughts on it. I don't think that that's what we're going to see in the finale, but it does make for a good prediction. It does make some sense. But eventually, I think we're going to see Kim Dickens' character, of course I could be totally wrong here, take over as that kind of main lead Rick Grimes for Fear of the Walking Dead. At least that's what I think. If I was writing the show, that's probably what I would do. So that's the way I think of it. But let me know what you guys think about the idea. Who do you think out of our core group, like our core beginning group from Fear of the Walking Dead, is going to make it? Even the kids too. Do you think the daughter and Nick, Alicia and Nick, are going to make it? Do you think Christopher's going to make it? I'd say probably Christopher would be maybe least likely to me. We could do a predictions video like that after the first season. I'll probably do that for season 2 for you guys. Get us used to the show first, because it could be its own feel, and maybe they won't kill off characters that quickly, because the Gimple approach, Scott's approach with the regular Walking Dead, once he took over, you noticed the deaths started to become more spaced out. They kind of slowed down a bit. You didn't have double death episodes like with, you had some big deaths, but you wouldn't have in season 3 characters just be killed off left, right, and center, even when you wouldn't expect it. He kind of slows it down. He kind of focuses on each character, gives us some background, makes us care about the characters, and then we see them be killed off. So we haven't gotten that time yet with Travis too much. So I think it might need more time for that, same as what they did with Shane. So let me know what you guys think about that too. Who do you think out of the group, there's the question for the comments, who do you think out of the initial group is going to make it from the family itself, and even the additional add-on ex-wife type deal family, so the whole group, who do you think is going to make it, who do you think is not going to make it? Write in the comments below. Next one's going to be from Stuart, and he says, "Hey Trev, love the channel and the videos. I was rewatching The Walking Dead Season 5 finale, and when Carol goes to Pete's house and talks to him, to me it seems like she was planning ahead. She wound Pete up so he would snap at the meeting, and then it would make Rick look like the good guy again." Yeah, so I wanted to include this one because this one's some fun. I think we talked about this a little bit around the season finale, but I did so many videos, so many Q&As, I don't even really remember sometimes. I don't remember certain things. But I think she did. Yeah, she baited him, right? She kind of used reverse psychology, telling him he's weak, all this kind of stuff, telling him she could kill him, making him feel like he was just, he had nothing, right? He just had nothing. She basically egged him on. She basically got him going, proved me wrong, right? I mean, if you want to get someone to take action, the easiest way one of the easiest ways to do it, use that psychology, is to tell them the opposite, tell them they are this, and have them prove you wrong, even when you know the whole time that you wanted a particular outcome. By telling them they are the opposite, they want to prove you wrong, so they want to go forward with the other way of doing it. And that's exactly what happened with Peter, was she told him that she was weak and everything like that, even though she kind of knew that he wasn't real well, he kind of was, but she wanted him to do what happened in the finale. I'm pretty sure she was doing that as a, for Rick, but at the same time, too, she was doing it for herself, too, because he was abusive to his wife, and she was with Ed before, so she may have gone there as well, too, maybe thinking maybe she's just going to kill him right then and there and have that be it. So there it is, but she didn't end up doing it. Instead, she ended up kind of egging him on. Cool. So the next one's from Azur Sina. We'll answer a couple more. He says, "Hey Trev, Q&A Michael Cudlitz posted a photo on his Instagram with Dwayne The Rock Johnson from HBO TV show Ballers. Do you think he got killed off and starring in the new TV series? By the way, you're awesome." Well, thanks, Azur. So that's kind of funny. I haven't watched Ballers since the premiere. I watched the premiere, realized it wasn't really for me. It's not really my thing. I do like football. I like to play. I don't really like to watch that much. I'm kind of I'm weird like that. I like to play hockey. I like to play sports. I like to watch 2, but I don't, make time out of my schedule to do it, even though I would, I do enjoy playing more than watching, is I guess what I'm saying. But yeah, with regards to him, there's been some rumors about that, that possibly we could see a death. But he's been, we've seen pictures of him. There was something with him and Eugene too, where they said something on Twitter. I read something about that a little while ago. I don't know if we should read into it at all, to be honest with you. I think it might just be a setup because he's been seen in filming and stuff like that. So I wouldn't worry too much about it this time. Plus, they're kind of newer to the series anyway. They're not like they've been in there for a little while, but they haven't been in there since season 2 or something like that. So I think, I think they're probably both okay. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. Smooth racing. This will be the last question for this one. Hey, Trev, you discussed what you think will happen in the first half of The Walking Dead Season 6 with the Wolves and No Way Out. But what do you think the main story arc will be for the second half of the season? And then he puts Hilltop, question mark. Oh, man, you just you just asked me. Oh, man, you just unloaded a huge question on me, man, that I could probably talk about for 10 minutes. So, oh, man, that's a tough one. So second half of Season 6, what are we going to see? Well, it looks like the Wolves might even spill over into the second half, which is pretty crazy because you would think it'd just be a quick thing. But they need to extend the season. The Hilltop will probably be at like near the very end because they had to build the damn place. So unless they kind of bring it in, but we don't get to see it until like the last couple episodes, they're going to have to be creative and add in some stuff and, expand some stuff. But yeah, No Way Out will probably be the first half with the Wolves, and then the Wolves may even continue a little bit further on in the second half. And then, we'll have to see how much the Hilltop gets in terms of time. Probably the last few episodes, maybe like the last half of the second half of the season. They'll add in some other stuff, would be my prediction of what I think we're going to see based on what I've seen so far on the web and, in terms of the story itself. So yeah, I'll keep it there for this Q&A for today, guys. Of course, for tomorrow, I'm going to have a new video for you. No Fear Dead, so no review for that. I'm still thinking what I should do for tomorrow, something else. Maybe a throwback review or something else. Let me know what you guys think right in the comments below. If you like this video, please thumb it up below. And if you want to help support the channel, please share, please favorite. And if you're new and you want to subscribe, don't you be no fool. Go ahead and subscribe at the bottom left. Do it. Do it. Do it. That's it for this one. See you guys for the next one. As always, it's Trev saying peace. Do it.